Morning, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems and challenges in my life, as well as a self-improvement process for me to reach the heights, goals, and ambitions that I've set for myself. You know what? I'm just gonna flip the camera around. It just doesn't make any sense right now for me to do it like that. My voice is just so quiet right now that you probably can't hear me if I am sitting in front of the camera. But basically, I've already run through the introduction so many times that it's kind of pointless right now, especially since I don't intend on continuing the way I've been doing the Ahn Rho Project. Has kind of reached a tipping point right now where I'm focusing the Ahn Rho Project basically on purpose. Everything is going to be focused on, it has to further me towards the ends, the goals that I've set for myself. And that's a positive thing, but on a side tangent, of course, it makes things a lot more tumultuous. There's a lot of change. So with that being said, this is just the first of two live streams today that I've been having to reschedule into the afternoon because it's just late. And sorry, I got off work. I was late. I woke up late this morning at around 6:30, and so I couldn't get the stream out this morning. Apologize. What we're going to cover in this live stream is just maybe about 17 screenshots of items, and you can see again in the title, what you see is what you get. Take a look at the screenshots. We have here, it's kind of funny because you take a look at the title. It's kind of like, it's kind of just a bit of a self-deprecative joke, that's a really shitty joke, honestly. Self-deprecation you don't want to get into that habit. Unfortunately, that's one of those problems that, again, I've been trying to remedy about myself, and the Ahn Rho Project does exactly that. It covers the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'm trying to, solve my personal issues. This is like a time record for me to look back on, many years in the future. I've said that before many times. So with that being said, in this particular aspect, I have a lot of screenshots on my phone, which I use in a positive light. It's like a note-taking system. You can just type in whatever you want on your phone, and you see one of these it's on SMS message. That's why you see the phone number up there. It's like a two-factor authentication kind of stuff. They just send messages. Now, of course, on the message itself, I would also type in notes about, and for the past about 4 months, half a year, I've had these titles for streams inside my SMS messages, and a lot of them would get actually put into live streams, but some of them just would not be turned into live streams at all, and they just have this backlog of accumulated grit. It's a figurative notion, right? It's not actual grit, but it's just it's figuratively speaking, it's just garbage that's accumulated on my phone. And I have a full 2-3 text messages worth of just live stream titles that have never come to fruition, that never became a reality, and I'm just going to run through all that so as to clear my phone. In addition to that, I also want to probably later on in the live stream, most likely I will try to get I want to clear my phone of two particular old live streams way back in ARP 380 something, I believe. And so that means the Ahn Rho Project 380 something. This live stream, which you see at the very bottom right, is ARP, or the Ahn Rho Project. That's what ARP stands for, 668. Which by 666 was yesterday's live stream, so those are demon horns now. But anyways, I'm joking. 668, of course. So we've clearly gone at least a year since. I have still those two live streams, ARP 384 A and B, on my phone, which I guess can incorporate as a media file and try to put that, showcase that a little bit later on in the stream if I get the chance, and just say, okay, once I've shown it, I can just delete it, and I'll talk about why it's still here, really. And then I'll be able to get rid of that piece of shit from my phone. Okay, so that's that, and that's what we have in store. So you see here, I'm going to pull up actually something on the side. I have about 10 screenshots out of 17 that I want to show. That's because about 5 of them have already been finished, and so we're just continuing off here. What do we see? So I believe this is somewhere midway down through one of the SMS messages, which is a maximum of 2,000 characters, and so it has to be continued. says a 1 KD 25.6, so 256 days. If you take a look at this particular title, it's like 36%, so it's been 100 days since then, maybe about 3 months. At that time, it seems like I was talking about eatery, some food. Basically, I ate out. Sun Life, so financial insurance, basically having to deal with some prior paperwork, I'm pretty sure. Also creating a digital account, because at that time, COVID-19 just came in and threw a big wrench in a lot of companies' plans, and they were trying to turn a customer base into digitalizing their services. So that was probably finance, and then there was also finance in terms of not just insurance but stock. So one of the stocks that I'm investing in, um, it made I would say was a pretty stupid decision on behalf of the board of directors to invest in a foreign entity that poses a severe national security risk. And so it's just, oh man, I just shake my head. But what can you do? It's fine, trader or whatever. And I don't, it's just figurative. It's not really, you're not really a trader. It's just business. It's just business. But I mean, even still, you still have to have some set of standards, and you can't really expect too much. So if you're doing investment, of course, it is a money game, and so big money talks, and that's just life, whether you like it or not. So that's that. And then going down here, so yeah, bittersweet was that I actually gained something, but I didn't really even want to profit from that, if that's what their decision is gonna be. Anyways, at the bottom right hand side we have sleep, diet, nutrition, fitness. So my sleep cycle was completely fucked up at that time. I was sleeping for like 4 or 5 hours a day for weeks on end, if not months, and was waking up 3 or 4 hours later than what I'm supposed to be, which is actually still the case right now. My diet is also pretty shit, just like I am right now. So is my nutrition. Although my nutrition has improved completely because of Usana Health Sciences, which you see is this tiny sliver here. So hello. But nevertheless, the point is I want to talk to fitness and diet, and how I was constantly eating like junk food and fatty foods and sugary foods, which gave me a lot of stomach gut pain, and then the fatty foods, which gave me a lot of constipation, which you see there, and then just fucking retarded. But anyways, that's my responsibility, my fault. And fitness, obviously, just not doing very much exercise. That's just sedentary lifestyle, and I'm trying to change that, but I mean, trying to restart that really back in my university days. I was anymore. So yeah, that's that. Okay, massive health purchase, bottom left hand side. So my side business at that time, this was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, was just beginning, and I spent at least like $800,500 trying to get started in the right, get my foot in the door in the right way, for a particular program, and unfortunately cost a lot, but that's all right. It was well worth it, because obviously I take my own products. It's just because 4 years of biomedical science and bachelor degree, I know what I'm doing, and I very much am a big fan of the research that's happening, and not just a fan. It's actually very practical stuff. It's very good for my immune, respiratory, cardiovascular health, digestive health especially. And so with that being said, that there's a lot of food depth down there, it says, which talks about basically me eating food that's not mine. Class 2 items from my guardians. Again, 30 years, 3 decades of domestic household issues will do that kind of stuff. Insecurities. And then at the very bottom, you can see Fitbit X Usana XXL. So it's a triple threat combo, I like to say. It's just me syncing. I have it already set up now, but it seems like at that time I didn't. So maybe about half a year ago, I was just setting up a spreadsheet that would track whether or not I comply. So compliance. Do I actually log on Fitbit using the app? And do I take my supplements from Usana Health Sciences? And do I actually log things on Excel? So just very simple spreadsheet. You just tick it off. Did I do it? Did I not? And you can rank that on a meter of 0 to 100, depending on how many days back to back, over the maybe say a 30-day average. Anyways, needless to say, that spreadsheet's been running pretty well since it's just like a daily thing now. So that's a check. Great. I can get rid of that one. Okay. So that was a continuation. Continues on here. So I can see here is on the top left, done, done, done. We just talked about that all the way down to Fitbit, use the triple threat. Next was the mother's deathbed. So that was a sub-series that at the time of the Ahn Rho Project focused on disease, employment, business, and relationships, caregiving. Essentially, I was caregiving for my severely ill mother at that time, who was we thought she might pass away. She might not even make it past winter. Now, of course, that played in a lot with 30 years of just a lot of screaming, shouting, beatings, lots of beatings, threats of disownership, divorce between my guardians and stuff like that, threats back and forth, six-figure debt, and just goes on and on, bullshit, right? Just think about it. You have healthy families and you have unhealthy families, and then you have atrocious families, which you don't. It'd be a miracle if they actually manage to stay together. So I don't know how, but anyways, the point is, I still believe it to be my obligation, responsibility, and so blah de da. Yeah, it's still basically still my commitment. I still am committed to trying to take care of her, and we gotta understand them. They've got their problems because like there was a time when they were broken by their own parents, which would be my grandparents, and then their grandparents. So it's just a generational thing. Problems passed on to the next. No one's at fault. It's just life. And so I try to take care of her, try to take care of her while she lost her job, try to help her start a business because she has a lot of great business ideas, and I wanted to see her do well, try to bring her health back as well, and that's why I partly started side business. So there's this whole sub series on that, and it never really took off in any depth. I only covered it a very light, shallow way. So that's what that's all about, mother's deathbed. Anyways, I can see that was maybe only about 3 months ago, 495B. We're at 668A right now. Anyways, okay, moving on down. We have day 10 of 14, so October 14th, it seems. No. Oh shit, no, that's not what it means. That's 10 days out of 14 days of chaos. I thought it was only going to be lasting 2 weeks of chaos. It ended up dragging into 4 months. It's just, how can you expect something to last only for for such a short while? It's actually gonna go on and on and on and on. Yeah, and so oh god. Okay. Yeah, that's that. And yeah, the chaos never really ended. So um still continuing. Hopefully ends tomorrow morning. You're such a hopeful motherfucker. Down here on the left hand side. And then end the last for the track record is 5 months of hell, and then you're saying it's gonna end tomorrow morning. I don't know. Do it. Just do it. Make it happen. My responsibility. All right. LTD, long term. What? Oh, long term disability benefit. Yeah, applying for that for my mother's sake. Yeah, already got that down. Union coordinator. Yeah, just getting in touch with our previous employers. Union, and yeah. Anyways, removing that. Okay, 1, 2. These two are done. What else we got here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, Tim's. Oh, okay. Tim Hortons. I made 7 purchases of Tim Hortons over the course of a couple of days. Metro supermarket. So you can see the coconut water and milk, strawberry cake. Must have been for the Tim Hortons. Had a particular kind of donut, shortcake donut or something like that. I don't know. KR standing for a colleague of mine who gave me cookies or some shit. I'm assuming because of her birthday or anniversary, and so that's what that was all about. Basically, me trying to show appreciation and gratitude for one of my colleagues who's a fantastic individual and is really a lot like a godmotherly figure for me. So yeah, that's work, groceries, treats, but never really seems like I either finished it and still left on my phone, or I left on my phone because I didn't do it. Well, I talked about it now then. Next is Walmart and grocers. Now, okay, you know what? Let's pause it right here for a second here, because I noticed I only have about 20 seconds left, so I'm going to deliver take-home message right now because it's important. Take care of your health, and we're going to continue in about 10 minutes, so we just look forward to that. Take care of your health, your finances, and your relationship. Take care of yourself. Make sure you become a strong, disciplined, responsible individual, not trying to be preachy, just practicing what I do. And so if you share this understanding with me, make sure that I hope to see a better version of you as well as myself in the next live stream, which is only in about 10 minutes. But I'll see you there. This is Ahn Rho signing out, so I'll see you very soon.